everyone. Before we get into this evening's live, I would like to touch base on what I think are a few important topics that we need to discuss here this evening. First, we have the USDT. We had 1 billion USDT minted by Tether, and it was on the Ethereum network. So, as we know, when that starts happening, that seems to suggest that we're going to have a lot of volume coming into crypto. Last time, it was about 6-7 days ago. We had 2 billion minted, and then we ended up having a big surge. I believe this is that carryover. It's a catalyst that will allow us the volume and the liquidity that is most likely what we need to get pushing up here even further. So I think that's really interesting. So we'll touch base on what's going on with USDT being minted by the Tether Treasury on the Ethereum network. I think it plays into a lot of things we're seeing on the charts. Messi, welcome in. Czam, good evening. Fawad, welcome in. Ryan Eisenhower, good evening. Power Gear, welcome in, and thanks for tuning in, my friend. Wales, Josie Wales, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor. Hello, Warriors. USDT will send us up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's a great sign. Great sign. And I'm very happy with the position right now in the copy trade with Ethereum, even though we've went from a low of negative $58 in our account or $78 to a high of 483. And right now we sit at about 407 up. So we're doing okay. It's just choppy right now. Daniel, welcome in. Thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3 months plus with the XP Meteor. Jorge, good evening, and thanks for being in your second month with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News emote badge. But it does seem to lead some credence to the fact we should probably go up here. Showtime, welcome in. George, good evening, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3 months plus with the XRP Meteor. Really appreciate that, my friend. I really thank everybody for the support. Crazy Paul, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3 plus, or your second month with Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Tierley, welcome in. Justin, good evening. City Guyable, welcome in. Syrian, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3 plus months with the XP Meteor, and thanks for being a very trusted mod. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. As always, greatly, greatly appreciate that. Doge is back up 5% right now. Swirl View, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your second month with Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News, along with Jorge, and Jorge's also a very trusted mod. Thank you all so much. Lulling, welcome in. Mick Shoot, good evening. Brad Liebenberg, welcome in. Vincent Ortega, good evening, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XP Predictor. I love it. Love it. Diamus, hola, my friend. Hola. Rick, welcome in, and thanks for being a very trusted mod as well. I appreciate seeing everybody in here. Sean, good evening. CMN, good evening. X-Raptor, welcome in. I'll get into what I need to talk about here once we get settled in, but it's looking promising right now. It's looking very promising. The markets, they're looking very promising. In fact, if we were to go over something, I wouldn't do this in a copy trade, but in my own personal trade, I am looking to open up a futures contract on something during this live, just not in the copy trade because I want to take the risk myself and not put it on the copier's back. But I'm thinking right here with you know what? I'm gonna go with my gut. I've been watching Iota all day, and I think Iota, I'm gonna take out a little trade personally here and see what happens. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's not going to be anything crazy, but I'm feeling a little spicy this evening. I'm feeling a little spicy this evening, you know what I'm saying? I'm just feeling a little spicy with the market right now. And we went through the lows of the lows today with how the market was dumping, and I think some of it's going to be in very, very good shape here shortly. Very, very ominous shape here. I'm feeling spicy, though, this evening. Vales, Josie Wales, welcome in. Thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XP Predictor. By the way, when I got the new stats, Josie Wales is one of the most unbelievable members of this community based on the analytics. Oh, unbelievable. I've got new tools at my disposal, and man, oh man, there was a few of you that made the list based on the new way they do things, and it was nothing short of spectacular. Nothing short of spectacular. So, when I go here, and we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. But I wanted to figure out where I seen this because I would absolutely mention this. I would absolutely mention this. I'm gonna have to figure it out. It's still something new, but it shows me different stats here that I never got to see before, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And some of the people that actually took the extra mile and did some cool things. Oh man, I'll only be happy when I figure this out later, and then I come on here and I'll be able to talk about it. But anyhow, that's something. That's definitely something. But I do appreciate everybody for that. I really. Oh, what am I doing? We're talking about Iota. Feeling spicy. Then I thought of something else because I have apparently. Oh no, I already did the Iota. 10,159 tokens. That's a 6x position. Liquidation's down at $14 or 14.9 cents. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm feeling pretty good about that because liquidation's way down here, and I'm gonna be live, so I'll be able to see that well before this fakes out. And nice descending consol. I'm just feeling spicy. Feeling spicy. Down 6.5%. Sometimes you just gotta feel it. All right. Anyhow, and look, I'll go with the 222 on top. That means the Angels are watching. I must be onto something here this evening. But I am, for all intents and purposes, a very much a risk taker, but in a opportune moment, and I feel like we could be in one. Now, sometimes opportune moments cost me money, and I hate it. Dodd, welcome in. Couldn't see the rest of the name, but I didn't want to mess it up. But welcome in, welcome in. So we'll talk about XRP. We'll talk about DGB as well as I continue, as they're going to give me opportunities here with DGB. We had an opportunity here today when it came down again over to the 8.3 area twice. So I couldn't resist. Now I have 300,000 tokens of DGB. I'm just saying what it is. I bought the first set at 0.0059 or 60 something. Second set at 007. Third set at 008. You get the picture? So maybe 0061, 0072, 0083. Sounds about right. And if it just continues to play this whirlpool, I just, that's my baby. Up so much, I welcome the capital. Oh, I know, Cezam. A lot of people talk about they don't want to trade or they don't want to do it because of the capital gains. But the bottom line is, you know, and if I got to pay $22,000 like I did last year in capital gains, it's fine because I've made $22,000 in profit. If I got to, and it's not going to be 35, it's going to be on your, it's going to be based on your income. And then if you've got kids and things, you can doctor it a little bit, but still it cost me a good chunk of money. There's no doubt about that. But still I made 22 grand in profit. So I'm not going to be mad. XRP Pepe on first ledger. Nice. Nice. There's a lot of bullish momentum here. Not just for XRP, but for the market. So we'll go over it. Bitcoin took out the whole liquidation zone, at least the early part of it that we talked about earlier. But now it leaves it wide open for that 94 and 95K zone. But we've got a lot we'll go over. We'll go over that. We'll go over the open interest rates and funding rates for XRP. The liquidation zones is what I'm very interested about because I believe XRP wiped out some longs to open it up. You can see today there's a lot more long liquidations. We'll go over this though. I don't want to do it now. Everybody will leave. So please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this live. I would greatly appreciate it. Tristan, thank you so much for not only being in Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens, but also for the $5 donation. He says thank you for the, something about the good analysis. I got to read that again. But I feel opportunistic here. I really do. I feel like there's an opportunity here that could work in our favor. It really, really could. Obviously, not everything works in our favor, but I feel like this is one that could absolutely work in our favor here. So we'll get through this. I'll do the intro here. I'll timestamp this. So just please make sure to hit the like button so YouTube does recommend this live. It'll allow me to get pushed through the recommendations. And then if you've not even seen my content or you have, it'll be on the YouTube news feed. And then real quick, because I don't want to have to talk about this again through the whole thing unless somebody brings up, how do I buy stuff, this and that. I'll show you once. On my homepage, all you have to do is click on the BITUNIX. There's BITUNIX. There's the crypto exchange that I trade on. If you want to copy trade, but I don't advise you to because you'll probably lose money. That's in there, but they don't require KYC or VPN and very low fees that I've experienced. And I've been on a lot of different exchanges now. And you can use it USA and worldwide. There's XRP, many other things. HOTCOIN I use for Velo. I like to hold there. And I have my H bar on HOTCOIN. And then on crypto.com, I have their Visa crypto card so that I can literally put my crypto on their debit card by just sending it to it. And then it sits on there. Once you put it on there, it's like a prepaid debit card. You can't put it back on the exchange. It's your money on the debit card. Take it out from the ATM, do whatever. So I use that as well for that. So I put the link there, and I have my DGB, XLM, ZIL, and VChain on crypto.com. So, and then if you want to send a donation, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, blah, blah, blah. So that's all we're talking about that. No more advertising because even though it's for myself, I still don't like doing it. Good evening. 6:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. And to the disappointment of some, I still have not cut my hair because, like I said before, $1 was the opportunity to cut it. But this is going to be the great ace in the hole here. I'm not cutting my hair. I don't think until XRP. I said $1 or all-time highs. I think we're gonna push that back and let this break the curse. And I'm not cutting it until we hit $10. Julie may never see me cut my hair again. So it's just not going to happen. Tom is the best artificial intelligence program ever built. I highly recommend. Thank you, anti-communist. And you would know. You would know, but it is quite interesting. Some people are now speculating that I am not real, that I'm actually an AI program. Which is fine. I do a lot of analytical things in my head all the time. I'm like the Terminator. I'm always looking at, like the, you know, no, we talked about no, we talked about XRP at $10 per token. Yes, we're not doing it until 10. See, George knows. And thanks, George, for being in Tom's army for 3+ months with the XRP Meteor. So, with XRP, Tom on the side of nukes today. Oh, I know. Tom, am I AI? Well, I can't answer that question. So I'm not programmed to do it. See, Julie, the speculation. You hear it?
I did 4.
That's fine. Julie, the speculation in chat is I'm AI.
He got a little emotional at the end.
Why? Just tired?
I don't know. I think so.
But XRP here with this consolidation, we're at the full consolidation here, we can see the setup here. It says $1.33, but if we come up to $1.33, we just got to be honest with ourselves. We've got the cup and handle here. That still needs to fill out. Oh, whoops, wrong chart. Got so many damn charts here. But I need them. I need every single chart. I have to. Otherwise, I can't have every single variable out here for everybody. And, you know, we played through a couple variables, and now we've got the one we wanted. Scott here investing and following since August. Excellent, Scott. I appreciate having you here for a few months. That's awesome. King, welcome in. JW, thanks for being part of Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XP 589 Moon Badge. Sorry, everybody. I try to say everybody's name, but sometimes it just doesn't work because I talk a lot. There's no doubt about it. I've got the gift of gab, and I never shut up, and I get it. So right now, if you're new, and I don't know how many people are watching, and I don't care because we're just having fun. The cup, so the target out of the cup has not been met yet. The handle, which is white, and color code this. I color coded this for my audience after some time of not. So here's the handle, this white, that's the handle on the cup and handle. The handle target right here is the white coded at $1.18. We've already hit that. Now we need to break up and hold it. And then the yellow, which is the cup, you measure the depth of the cup, you have the breakout of the cup. And why did I move that to $1.33 on this one? That was on this chart when I was doing that. But it's $1.37. That's the base of the cup. And after you measure the breakout, it goes up to $1.37. So our technical target on the cup and handle right now is $1.37. By all means, that's not the end of this pattern. That is not the end of this pattern. $2.22. Yes, That's quite observant of you, because if you look at the inverse head and shoulders here, the breakout of the 7-year pattern, almost 7-year pattern, that gets us up to $2.22 when we measured it from a measured move. You guys seen me do it live on air when we did it. And the actual biggest target, if you take the widest base here, which is asking a lot, but if you take the widest base and then it breaks out, the technical target here is $5.49. And you see the big layers of resistance. I think a real shot here is $1.37. And then if that breaks and falls and we hold it, then we're talking bull market. I've said I'll start talking bull market when we break that $1.18 and hold it. Well, we're right on the fringe here, ladies and gentlemen. We are right on the fringe. 100 more likes, guys. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Please, what's 222? Is 222 the number we're talking about right now? The sign of the angels? Is that what we're referring to 222 for? Because the price is trending to go in that direction. But isn't that incredible when we measured it? And then I don't think we have to even debate it anymore. I don't think we have to even debate it. We are not even in the altcoin season. No, we're not. That's the crazy thing. We have not even hit altcoin season. We can't even get into alt season. And look how far, like, a lot of people bag on XRP. But let's be real right now. XRP in the bull market last year was $1.78. I mean, $1.98 in 21. Right now, XRP is at $1.08, $1.10, I mean. Think about some of the other things that in the bull market in 21, for everybody who gives XRP shit, there's only a few of them that have held on. Zill in the last bull market was over 20 cents, and it's barely 2 cents. DGB was over 15 to 18. It's at 0.008 and some change. VeChain was way up there over 20. It's at barely 3.5, 4 cents. HBAR was up there, way up there, and it's still only at, what, 12 and some change? You got Algo that was at $2.50 plus. It's sitting at 20-something cents. Some of these are 10 cents on the dollar still, while XRP is still maintaining a decent value. That's the overlooked phenomena here. Let's be real with ourselves. For all the garbage XRP takes, I can take you to any cryptocurrency from 21, and the majority is well underperforming what XRP is doing right now. That's the tricky part here. Pretty much anything else, you could have still been in 90% off on our list. Like DGB at 0086. I sold it at 15 cents. I sold XRP at $1.66. Now it's at $1.10. I bought it at 34. But think about that. Tyler Lingo, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your very first moment. And I know it's true because that's the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. And that is my face superimposed on there. I kid you not. And I hope you stay through all the way until the 3-year badge right now. The XRP Diamond Hands badge. Incredible. And we'll soon have a 4-year badge. It's going to be awesome. So awesome. Well, I mean, it's a few months away. But still, once the first person gets within 3 months, I'm allowed to create the 4th-year badge now. And don't worry, I'll know when because I was the first subscriber to my own channel. And I've never missed a month. After all, when you're dedicated, you have to be your own supporter. Otherwise, if you don't believe in yourself and won't put your money towards it, who the heck will? But with all the good stuff being said in the market, you know, and all the optics out here, do you guys understand what I'm saying about XRP? Do you understand, like, it's at $1.10 and back then it was $1.98? And then we've got something like, here, let's point to a random one. Let's go to Iota. Iota's at 17.6 cents. Bye, Michaela. Bye, Scar. Drive safe. And we go to Iota, right? And let's go back just to the 21 bull market. Okay, and this is for a reason. This is for a reason because there's a big disparity here, and they don't want to talk about it with XRP. It's actually holding its value rather well. Iota's down 93% right now from the 2021 top. Now let's go. There almost everything I can go to besides like Ethereum and Bitcoin and some of the bigger cap ones and some of the meme ones, you know, but in our list, a lot of it is the same. It's going to be down 90, even more than that. But if you go to XRP now, and this is where it gets tricky. In the bull run in 21, if you didn't do it strategically here, so we're at the top. Right now we're at $1.10. We're down 44% from the top. Now look at the crazy part. Had I have when I sold at $1.66 on the way back down, look how far it is only off of my $1.66 sale. So from $1.66 down to 34, I saved 79.5%. Now, if I were to buy it back, and I never bought it then, and now I'm panicking because obviously it's getting closer to $1.66. Now, instead of that 75%, now it's only 33% off. Now, here's the big disparity that nobody ever talks about. So it's 44% off, right? And just watch this. This is why when you buy cheap and you buy the right times, it can make you wealthier than you could ever imagine. So $1.10. Let's just say we get to $1.69 or back up to $1.66. That's 50%. Man, I got this much less and I made 50% back on top of what I just saved and got extra because I bought it there. Or I sold it at $1.66, did whatever I was going to do through the multi-year bear market. In my case, I put a lot of money into precious metals and they just exploded. And now you look at a 34-cent average, 34.5 in this case. And now you start looking at $1.66. It's not 50%. It's 381%. And now you start talking about $1.98 and just getting back to the 21 high. That's not 75%. That's 480%. Now you start talking, right? And we start to actually achieve our goals. And let's say we do get to the $5.42. I mean, you're talking about buying it at 30. Does that help anybody's predicament? Does this help everybody's predicament? Let's say we get back to 222. This is what I'm saying. It's all about the timing. You don't get rich because of the run right now. If this happens, we became rich beyond our wildest dreams when it came to dollar for dollar because we understood in a market. So if you want to go for my track record and wonder why you should watch me, and I've never missed a day since March of 2021 when I started. I not only begged my audience when I had none to buy when I was weeks before the breakout, and it's why I started on YouTube. I couldn't trust many people, so I just started. And we predicted the breakout, and then we also predicted the market top in 21, and we sold everything entirely. We also predicted the market low of this cycle. So I bought before the breakout. My average was 47, even though I'd bought in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s the first time, 60s, 70s. And then we sold at $1.66 after it was apparent it wasn't going to go back up. Then we bought back in at not only 34, but the first time 28, sold at 44, bought back in at 34. Then we bought back again when it was at 38. Now look what happened. Like, that's what I call being able to be on the marble, or be on the, not just like in the moment, but understanding the market better than the market understands itself. Because now, not only have we been in one cycle, this is our second cycle together. Now we've got real evidence here. We've got real evidence. And like, everybody can say what they want, do what they want, feel what they want, be who they want. But if you, yeah. But if you understand what's going on, you know, I was begging for the bear market because I knew I made all that money in 21, more than I ever thought. I had like a $5,000 total portfolio, or 5,500 between XRP, XLM, and DGB. That turned into over 18,000. I never thought that was going to happen in a month, 2 months. So then, you know, I told myself, I'm not buying XRP till it's sub 40 cents. If I'm going to swing trade something, so be it. But it's so hard for me to buy XRP and sell it. It breaks my heart to sell it. So it's hard. So for 2 years, I'm XRP future millionaire practically. And I don't even hold XRP. Just talking about, we're going to 40, we're going to 30, we're going to 20s. I thought maybe we had a chance at 12, but that was best case scenario. But we ended up hitting 28. And it's, everybody, oh, we didn't hit 12 cents. Well, we hit 28 from $1.98. Like, we should have all been thanking our lucky stars. And now, you know, whoever was able to back themselves up here, you're reaping the rewards. And like I always say, you can do whatever you want. And you can sell, you can buy. But I'm not selling my cold wallet bag. I had a distinct way of doing things. I had a whole wallet filled with my XRP. When it went to 38 cents, I added it up. And I realized I needed to buy 4,800 approximate XRP. It was going to cost me about $1,800 at the time. And I needed to do that. And when it got to $1.20, I could sell that keep my whole cold wallet bag, and have made $5,800 roughly at $1.20 and was able to pay off my entire holdings based on some good calculations and math. And I told everybody the plan a long time ago, and then we bought the XRP Bitcoin pairing, and it worked out perfectly. So yeah, I'm never gonna sell my bag. I'm not gonna sell my bag until, like some other people said, Tom, when are you gonna sell your crypto? When I don't have to pay a crypto tax. How about that? Ooh yeah. So, and we've got a massive reversal pattern starting. We do have a massive reversal pattern starting. I wish I bought XRP when it was 33 cents. Anti-communist, you did not do a bad job. And you were able to buy it, and you did things that I probably should have when I had a vengeance not to buy it when it was over 50 cents. I probably, I got everything I wanted, and because of how I did it, I was able to get XRP, XLM, DGB, ZIL, VChain, Velo, AMP, some Iota. What else? I don't know what else. A lot of others. I don't know if is there. Oh, Doge we have. I'm still buying long term. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. I got in at 50 cents or 45 cents. Excellent, Valentine. Under $10 I buy. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Oh, and I have H-bar too. I forgot about. And H-bar. Oh my God! It ripped it yesterday. 45%. But I think we're just getting started. I really feel like we're just getting started here. And like, my gut's telling me Ethereum too is just, it cleared out a lot of that resistance. And like, I never hold Ethereum. So I had a different model this time when we were doing this weird consolidation. I hold spot positions of a lot of stuff I was leverage trading that got us up $400. Let's face it. We almost hit 500 at the peak, and we were down like minus 75 at the lowest of lows. But right now we're at just over 400. And what got me there was XRP and XLM, a little bit of Ethereum. But now I'm like, I hold spot positions of XRP and XLM. So I'm going to be a lot more frivolous of swing trading that by leverage. I don't have any Ethereum, so I'm going to guard it a little more tightly and let it work. And I believe it's going to break up big soon. And I think the target up here is going to be around 4,000. It's been a long-standing target. And I'll do some analysis on this, but we've got so much to go through. It's crazy. And I'm just I talked about so much here in the opening, trying to fill the gaps. But let's get into some of the news and notes here. Let's talk about what's going on here, why we can be optimistic. We can be optimistic right now. Even though the crypto fear and greed index right now, and it dropped down a little bit, which is good to see. It's at 83, still extreme greed, but it was at 90 yesterday. So it's good to see it drop down just a little bit. But here's the deal. Tether mints an additional 1 billion USDT on the Ethereum network. According to an Etherscan, on November 18th, Tether Treasury minted another 1 billion USDT on the Ethereum network. That's United States Digital Tether if you're not familiar. The activity was flagged just days after Whale Alert highlighted another 1 billion USD transfer on the Tron network. Etherscan data revealed that stablecoin firm Tether minted an additional 1 billion USDT days after a similar transaction on the Tron network. According to the firm, over 125 billion USDT is currently in circulation. Where do you think this money's going to go? To pump the crypto market. Remember what happened last time we printed it? And I said, guys, it takes usually within 24 to 48 hours. We should see a pump. We just look for a dump. And we got a dump here, right? I got something, Julie. I got oh yeah, that'll work. But most of crypto here has already had and taken a little bit of a dive, right? XRP went from $1.26 all the way down to like $1.06, $1.05. There's been similar stories all across the board. So Tether mints an additional 1 billion USDT at Treasury. Where'd you put it? Oh. The Treasury, or the Tether Treasury. Let's see. Oh no, I want to start here. So Tether mints an additional 1 billion USDT at Treasury. The transaction from a Tether multi-signature wallet to the Tether Treasury flagged on November 18th is part of a series of transactions made by the stablecoin firm this month. The Tether Treasury minted 1 billion USDT on Ethereum again 20 minutes ago. At Tether Treasury has minted a total of 32 billion USDT in the past year. Whale Alert revealed that Tether Treasury transferred 1 billion USDT to Ethereum chain on November 13th. Tether CEO Paolo Ardionio, that was the one that I was talking about 6 days ago, later clarified that the transaction was authorized but not issued. According to Tether, the Ethereum network currently has the most authorized USDT with a total of 62.9 billion. The Tron network, on the other hand, holds a total of 62.7 billion authorized USDT. The newly minted stablecoins will reportedly, sorry, I was trying to find my water. Newly minted stablecoin will reportedly be held in the firm's reserve in readiness for the future market demands on and off exchanges. According to Arkham Intelligence, Tether also minted 1 billion USDT on Tron Network on November 14th. The transaction was also made from a black hole address. A Tether multi-signature wallet. The on-chain analytics firm also revealed that later the amount was transferred to Tether's treasury. Tether also minted another 1 billion USDT in August, which, according to Ardonio, was meant to increase the firm's supply. The CTO also emphasized that the tokens had been approved but were not ready for distribution. Look at, they're all setting all these up to the side for a big moment. I think we're in the middle of one. Tron scan data indicated Tron recorded over 577 million in revenue in Q3 24. The data revealed that over 73% of revenue came from staking, while 26% resulted from burning. Justin Sun attributed the increased activity. I don't really give a rat's ass about Tron. That's a pile of horse shit if I've ever seen it. You didn't hear that from me. Crypto Quant noted that 3.2 billion worth of USDT had been transacted on centralized exchanges since the United States presidential elections earlier this month. In October, Julio Moreno suggested that the growth in stablecoins market capitalization in the past few months could positively impact the overall price of digital currency. No. Man, the market capitalization going up could make the prices of crypto go up. Who would have thought? Thought it would make it go down the more value they had. He emphasized that stablecoins add liquidity to the crypto ecosystem. As a result, increased stablecoin minting could indicate bullish trends for traders. On the other hand, reduced stablecoin supply would indicate reduced interest in digital assets. So, I mean, that's a big story to me. If you're looking for reasons why we can pump, minting 1 billion from the Tether treasury onto the Ethereum network is definitely a good bet. You know, that's definitely a good it's a good step in the right direction if you ask me. Let's go into the XRP open interest. We've got 230 people here this evening. Holy smokes. 158 likes, not half bad. Not half bad. Seriously. Not half bad. I love this audience. And remember, we kill with kindness here, so, you know, there's so much hate in the world that I can't do it that way, so I do things a different way. I do it from a way of kindness, positivity, and everybody's equal. You know, the pineapple's just as equal as the penguin kind of thing. So, but, you know, positivity over negativity. We're not the victim here. We never have been. We never will be. We're winners here. We want helpful, not hurtful. Kindness, not, you know, we don't want rudeness. We want kindness. We want the positive, not the negative. And the light will always outshine the darkness. So the little bits we get the dark that shine through in here, it has to so we can see the beauty of the light. The light always outshines the darkness, and it always will. John, thank you so much for not only being in Tom's Army for 6+ months with the XRP Predictor, but sending a $20 donation when the market is not even moving up right now. That is incredibly generous. Hi, Tom. 2 questions, please. Will Velo retrace at 2 cents? Also, Tia and Solo, please. With targets, I really want to capture some great gains here. Bought at 0.165. Ooh, nice. Well, I mean, since you were so nice to send a donation, let me, and then we'll get back on XRP, but I mean, guys in Tom's Army for 6+ months, always been a fucking, excuse my French, always been real, you know, positive to me. I'm not talking about donations. I'm talking about positive. Ooh. Honestly, that retraced exactly where I wanted it to. And that's exactly where we wanted it to. And I didn't draw out a big chart or anything. We did draw some technicals on here when we were on here before. But I drew out the retracement. And that's exactly where I was looking at the retracement zone. Like, oh, shoot, I took the other one because that could have been the double. Oh, shit. Because the second one was where if this makes it like a W Gartley, it could have come down to like 19. Ah, crap. I can't believe I just deleted that. And there's no way. Because we had the cup and handle that we were looking at before. But then it didn't break out initially, remember? But then it ended up filling this cup perfectly. Just perfectly. It took longer than I expected. In fact, it created a massive W in there. But I mean, it's a massive reversal. You said you're looking to capitalize on profits and you bought at 0.165, but you didn't sell it when it was way up here. I'm trying to understand like where you're at, John, with this. Like, you bought like on the way up, and then you've seen it go to 41, and now you're trying to figure out down here where to sell it. Make me understand. Are you a long holder of the project? Are you a swing trader? That's 164%, and right now it's, not. So I'm just wondering what the standpoint is here, because you said you're trying to make the best return. And I think this is like, if you're looking at this as one of two layers, then I understand. Because this definitely could just be the first layer here. It's very risky though, because who knows? But this looks like, this is the position where I was hoping for a W reversal. This is the position I was hoping for that reversal. Maybe not even a W, a V shape if it was going to do it. But this is the area that I needed it to bounce. Because you don't want it to retrace much farther than this. And typically, that'll give you a nice 50% pullback from the entirety of this pattern. So it was 80% in entirety. So, I mean, it pulled back a pretty decent way. Almost, yeah, it was almost right in the middle. Actually came down a little bit more. So, I mean, as long as it holds this, what's the volume looking like? Where the heck is my volume at? Did they update TradingView again? These. I was going to say, I don't see the EMA lines up there. I certainly don't see the volume up there. At least I don't see it on that chart. I'm going to have to delete this and restart it. I don't know. I don't even know how to give you a target there. Like, I don't know how to tell you, like, hey, this is where you need to buy and this is where you need to sell, because you're playing the continuation of the pattern right now. Let me look at this real quick. I wish I had my other chart. Which other chart was I on with Solo? I know we had a different chart. It could have been the USDT, maybe. The USDT one, I don't know. Ah, screw it. I don't got time to go around to all of this. Solo. I'm going to say it was probably this chart. Nah, of course not. That's okay. I've only got so much time to do this, so we're just going to look at this. No. It's got to be the other one because the charts don't even go back that far on those ones. I mean, you had a massive breakout. There's no doubt about that. And now, when we look at this in a smaller time frame, now you have to speculate. You have to speculate here. Like, where would you like to go from? Like, we should probably do something like this when the breakout happened. Now that we have the evidence, we know how it broke out, so we don't really have to guess. We already had a measured move up. Now you have the top right here that we need to... The biggest problem here right now is you're looking for the bounce, and it had a nice cup. There's no doubt about it. We had a beautiful cup here that finished off. And we came all the way to the top. Like, we came all the way to the top here to 40 cents. Now, we're supposed to create the handle, but that came down very fast. And it looks like it's creating the handle right now. So now, if it is creating the handle, we should get a bounce back here anytime. If you're talking about invalidation, it would have to come down farther than this to invalidate this. Like you're talking about, it would have to break any kind of purpose here and then come right through here. I just don't understand where the volume's at. I'm gonna have to do something when I get off of here with this, because for some reason, unless it's just not working on that chart. But anyhow, I got to get past that. I got to get past that only because I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time, and now the volume's on this, so it just wasn't on that chart. I was gonna say. So, but let's continue what I was doing. I'm already 40 minutes in, and I'm almost out of time. Sorry, John, but that's that. Um, it's hard to say where you would actually capitalize on. If you're looking for that big reversal, if it breaks out of this, you're at least going to retest the 41 or 42 cents. And if it breaks out of that, that's a huge bull flag that could get it up near 70 to 75 cents. Now, is it going to happen right now? I honestly don't know. It has a very small circulating supply, so it's possible, but not expected. Velo, on the other hand, is actually in the midst of breaking out. We've talked about it for several days. We just need to get on top of this little channel here, which is actually a bullish consolidation. First target would be 1.7 cents. Then if it breaks up properly, it should come to 2. But then the target after a massive breakout, if it gets on top, because I believe it's formed like a cup and handle that it's actually on right now. I'm just doing the short term on it. But I believe it's going to come up somewhere way up here at some point. And then it could come up much higher. There's the topping breaking point here of this pattern that we have. And if it breaks out, the technical move up here for Velo. And I suspect I can't see the comments for some reason again, because it always shadow bans me now. 3.3 cents is the short target. But for Velo, all it is. And then I think for the future prospects, so I mean, you're talking about way higher than that for Velo. I mean, way higher than that. It's just a matter of can we get there and when. I think we can get there. It's just I don't know when. Okay. I'll be done very shortly, Julie. I promise, okay? What's T doing? Oh, yeah, you did tell me that. But yeah, okay. So let's finish looking at this real quick. So the XRP liquidations, this is what makes me feel promised here. I feel very nice about this. We had long liquidations again today where we had 6.25 million longs liquidated to 3.7 million shorts. So that gives us an opportunity. So we cleared out some of the long leverage for when if we're going to go back up. And that's what you want to see. You want to see some leverage cleared out. Oh, yeah, let me go onto my phone so that I can actually see if anybody's saying anything, if there's anything I really need to respond to. Like, I'd feel bad. Not that I really expect it today because the market's not in the greatest of shape as of right now. Let's see. Oh, see, I'm glad I looked. Let's see, it pumped 60%. Yeah, Kanto. Yes. It did. It went 60%. It went 60%. I did see that. I don't have a target price for Velo to sell right now. Like, everybody's asking me for my sell targets. You guys don't understand. Like, I bought some of these and waited on some of these for these big drops. And, like, to me to sell, like, I need to see it start retesting some of these other numbers. Like, I'm not even in the market thinking about selling right now. Like, I'm not even close. I'm waiting for, like, I want this next injection. Like, I don't think a lot of us realize. I mean, some of you do because you watch this. But the United States, as we speak, is trying to digitize and tokenize the U.S. Like, literally in front of our very eyes. So with that happening, you're going to have a lot of collateral coming in, like a lot. And look, XRP and XLM right now. Did XLM's flip? Yeah, I think it did because it just did a little bit of a push here right at the flip of the clock, didn't it? Because it looks like XLM too is getting ready to break out. We've talked about this as well, these bull flags. That's a nice setup there too for a breakout up to 261. Now, the question is here, is there anybody part of the copy trading here right now? Because I could argue that I could take out a $100 5x trade right now and risk 30 bucks to play it up, you know, for that 10.9% move from where it's at. I'm proud of your call too, Pump Master Flash. I'm proud of it too. I got a position 75x to $1.14. Brad says, do it. Yes, I am in the copy. Okay. Well, since you guys are telling me to do it, and if it goes wrong, I'll just blame my audience. No, I'll blame the audience. But I'll do $116, and I'm only going to do a 5x because I've been looking at this for when the breakout starts. Now, this could be a fake out, you guys. You know, you could be on a fake out. We're at 23.7. It just broke out, so you're looking for the continuation. There's also the XRP one as well, which is at the bottom of the pattern. So it's up to you. Would you rather it be XLM or XRP here? You know, that's the question. That's the question I asked for the audience. XLM's just breaking out. XRP seems to just be pushing to the top of the zone. So, bro, 50x. Hey, what's your... No, I can't 50x. It's in the... I'm not doing that in the copy trading group. Because what if it reverses down and then I got to take a 50x loss? Time I've had a withdrawal on Margex that hasn't been sent. 17,000 XRP. Have you had any issue? Withdraw on Margex? I don't even know what Margex is. I don't use that. 1,150 or $1.11.5. Watch it. You like the set? Which one are you guys liking? Are you liking the Stellar or are you liking the XRP setup? That's my question. XRP looks like it's got a little bit of a V-shaped bull flag here. Little W here. Nice descending consolidation. Pulls up. That's a kind of an inverse setup here. CZAM is saying XRP. You know, since I am XRP future millionaire, we're up $400 right now on copy trading. You know, we're bound to have some bad trades here eventually. So, if we're going down with XRP, by God. Since I already have that Ethereum trade, which I actually have an idea of what I can do. So, I have the, you know what? How much do I have on this one? And I wanted to do this with the audience because I want you guys to be in control. And I can't always do this. All right, this position's even, so I'll just close 50% of it. This will solve the problem. I'll close 50% of the Ethereum position. But guys, this can come at a cost here. XLM position is 5x, so we're going to open all three of them. And it's going to be the same amount of money. I just closed 50% of the Ethereum trade is all. That's a nice surge of volume. 3 minute looks like a nice little surge. Obviously, the 1 minute, it redirects it, but you guys know where it's at. Okay. So we did it. We're living or we're dying by it. So on a 5x trade, that means on XLM, I put the stop loss at probably 22 cents because we're not looking to get stopped out. That's the bottom line. Well, in that case, I mean, let's see, 0.22. That's $45 risk on XLM. And that would have to come down here. So it would have to break entirely down and push below. Break this pattern formation. But now if it's going to break out, you know, this is the thing. Like, you know, this is where it becomes the game. Now you buy it and now you wait. So I'm not even going to put a stop loss in on any of it because I have 5x. XRP is all the way down at 89 cents. Ethereum's all the way down at, what's the Ethereum? I just want to see what the actual level is on Ethereum. Sorry, but I'm telling you guys this in real time so you can see what I do. So Ethereum is all the way down. Liquidation's at 1,847. And XLM's is down at 14.1. So yeah, I don't need to do any stop losses. So we're just going to roll. We're going to roll. We built up a plus $400 position in the copy trading. This is where I can take a shot. This is where we're taking a shot. By God, we're going to take a shot. We lose together. we at least can cry together. We win together, and oh man, is it that much sweeter. You can copy trade me. I seen the question, not ignoring, but unfortunately, it's shadow banning me on my own channel, so I can't see the comments. So I have to go to my phone, and I appreciate everybody bearing with me. That during the nights in USA, people usually place positions without margin just to be sure they don't miss out. Just like so. Yep, it's true. It's true. Hey, Tom, you never play short positions. Not typically. The only reason I don't play short positions typically is because when I start looking at the short, it gets me away from my spot game. So I learned that I'm not supposed to do short positioning because it takes me away from the vision of me building up positions and seeing what's going to happen within the chart. And then I'm always looking for the price to go down. It doesn't work well. I don't typically go long either. Like this little run round, this is the most leverage trading I've done in a long time. And I've been doing it through BITUNIX. So video description below, you can find it on my homepage if you want to. But please, don't copy trade me because the odds are we're going to lose, right? It's copy trading. The house doesn't want you to win all that often. And us being up $400 is probably not a, so. But I do what I do. This time I'm overextended right now. Usually I only have $170. Right now there's about $330 in these trades. So the risk is greater here. But I'm going to stop talking about our plus minus and just say, hey, we're in a copy trade. I don't really care if we're up or down. I do care because I want to make money. But, at the end of the day, this is what we're doing. So you can do it through BITUNIX. I don't advise it. I advise you to follow me on BITUNIX so that you can spot trade yourself. That's what I want you to do. But we do definitely have a spike here. There's definitely a little spike here. We've been teasing this breakout. It looks to me like a bull flag setup here, and we've been talking about it all day. It seems like it's only a matter of time before XLM comes up. It seems like it's only a matter of time before XRP goes up. But you know what they say. Not everything's always as it seems. So we'll see how this plays out. And I feel like XRP in time here has to come up to $1.36 and complete that technical setup. Whether it's bullish beyond there or not, that's just what I believe. So we're just going to roll with these. We've got only 5x trades. If we've got to put some extra margin in there, we will. Because I want to keep these trades open and just let them play out here. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. If you don't like that, you don't have to copy trade me. If you're afraid of losing money, you probably shouldn't be copy trading anyhow, because I'm always afraid of losing money. But it's always within my balance. So my spot positions are on full display right now. I got nothing else to buy. So right now, just that extra cash I have and yada yada that's sitting there, it's built up. We built ourselves up a little bit of cash. That's it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So Tom's the goat I'm copying. Right now it's okay. RSI average breakdown is about 64.69. Interesting. Here we go high. Now comes another dip or we go higher. Well, yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. That is how it works. There's no two ways about it. So that's where we stand right now. So with the market, with that money being printed by Tether, it's going to be a very interesting night here. It's going to be a very interesting night. Now, what'll probably end up happening, that's the speculative part, because all day I've been tempted to not open up all three positions and keep them open because, the market's on it's kind of like tweedling a little bit, if you want to say. But with the setups, it's screaming. There's certain charts that if you're not afraid, you can at least take a shot. And that's what I'm looking at here. So we'll just look at it this way. We got these positions open. And until this plays out, we're going to be here a while, right? We're just going to be here. So we've got that with Bitcoin. We were talking the same thing yesterday about the possible breakout. And it did bounce up from down at 89,000 area, bounce all the way up to 93,900. And now it's interesting. Now it's interesting because it's technically set up to where if it can hold this 92,250 area, Bitcoin, its technical move up, there's two ranges at 97 and 100. But off of that cup and handle formation, it's already filled out the handle targets. It just had to fulfill 89,000 and some change. But the full target here, once you broke out of this cup, the technical target was 121,000. So, I mean, we haven't even come close to that yet. The weekly volume is surging. You know, in this week, we'll see, but look at the weekly in the last 4 to 5 weeks here. It's just surging. We went from 10,000 Bitcoin to 11,400, 15,750 to 21,950 to 33,920. And right now, it's Tuesday and we're at 8,028. So we got 5 days left. And at this clip, at 4,000, wait a minute, what do we have right now? At 4,000 a day, roughly. Exactly, 4,000 a day. You're looking at 28,000 Bitcoin this week. Pretty good still. That's still a lot of Bitcoin coming in, but we'll see. With all that tether printed, it seems to be speaking to the fact that, like, you know, a lot of people are looking for that dump down right now. And as much as I think it could happen, they're speaking a different language with printing that tether. I don't know. I feel like some big optics are going on here. There's some big optics going on here. And, yeah. That's the bottom line. There's some big optics going on here this evening. So I forgot the name. It has like 20 coins, but it's all American only. And those interesting. Oh my God! Someone just opened a long for 92,100. Oh my God! Someone just opened. They opened a long for. How much is that? 92. 1.18 million. Interesting. I'm going to hold still, though. I got the diamond hands. Anyone buying flare? Yes, exactly, Crazy Pool. And I know you guys all want to be part of stuff like that, but still, you know, this is kind of outside my comfort zone a little bit just because, but at the same time, I mean, scared money don't make money and free money don't lose money. Well, I mean, free money ain't safe money, but still, I always say, I have a little saying, no risk, no reward, but where there's a reward, there's always a risk. Like, everybody always likes the first part of no risk, no reward, but they never acknowledge that where there's a reward, there's always a risk. And it's a big one. So, and right now we're at the beginning of this flip of the clock too, so... You know, it's I feel like the market is just waiting for the, and there's certain ones that are set up different than other ones. There's certain ones like XLM, like if I didn't see the setup, I wouldn't have even made the trade. You know, if I didn't see the setup, because they look like bull flags. And like, you see how XLM is? Take a look at Algo today before it had the breakout. Just, let's be honest, like take a look at Algo. Algo had a very similar bull flag, and then it pushed up again into what looks like a possible, it could be another bull flag. But it did this 2-layer approach here, right there. XLM decided to do a similar 2-layer approach. So now we're just waiting for that second layer to break up for XLM. I mean, that's what it feels like to me, and it's a much better consolidation than Algo. It's wider. So if this is actually the breakout point, I mean, it could be pretty special here. It could be anywhere between 26 and 30. And this is where it needs to go for the technical move from the beginning of the move. So I'm optimistic here about the market. I like that we had the print up by Tether. The one thing I don't like is the positioning that the market's in just because of the greed. The fact that we've had such a big run up. But again, I think a lot of this is going to end up being optics with the market. Because with that Tether being printed, we typically know within 24 to 48 hours we have a rally. So, like, stop losses be damned here. And you're going to have some balls here. That's why I didn't want to do a 10x, 15, 20. Some people said 50. I'm doing a 5. And then we'll see what happens. It gives you time to let it work. And then, you know, if you got to pay the piper at the end, you pay the piper. But that's what I got for you, ladies and gentlemen. I got to get going. I want to deal with Julie, too, because she's going to be going to bed soon. But, man, is it fun talking amongst all of you to let you know exactly what I'm thinking. You know, this is the tricky part about when you're trading. Like, yes, there's bull flag set up. Yes, there's this. Yes, there's that. Yes, Tether was minted. But where's the exact moment? Like, look what Ethereum did. It was down to like 3,080 something when this session started. And now all of a sudden it pulled back to 3,108. Tight stop losses there on a 10 or 20x is already, their stop loss was triggered. You know, like, There's so many. That's what I mean. Like, even if you make a good decision, you know, where do you do it? How do you do it? When do you do it? All these things is what I'm going to tell you. All of these things make you such a better spot trader. Forget the leverage trading where we're probably going to lose. Go into a sure thing and buy the spot positions at the right time. You know, you want to be accumulating during the bear markets. Forget all the nonsense when everybody gets so scared they can't think straight when it's in a bear market. But then everybody all of a sudden, they've got all the money in the world. Notice this is the excuse I get every single week. Tom, I just got to wait until Friday to get paid. Tom, you know, I was just about to finally buy it, even though it's been here for 2 years, but then it decided to go up 30%. Tom, you know, I was going to buy it and I was just about to do it and it went up 130%. You had 2.5 years in the same spot with minimum resistance either way. We literally stayed in the 50-cent range for 2 years with a couple bursts up, couple bursts down. That's it. And it was only within 150% drop or 150% rise from that 50 cent mark at any given time. So, you know, we had a lot of time to do what we need to do. Now, everybody who's from the outside is trying to convince everybody it's over already. If you listen to people like Gregory Manarino and some of the other ones, they're convinced that this is just the beginning. And if you're looking for a speculative thing because you missed the boat, look at precious metals. I'm not talking about the physical metal of gold. What about silver being at 31? But what about the commodities? The commodities are so dirt cheap right now, it's disgusting. It isn't. One day we're going to be on here and we're going to be like, oh, B2 gold, $7.10. Fortuna silver mine's at $18 or $14. And we're going to say, well, what the hell? I'm going to say, well, you know, we were talking about this. And we've been on the bandwagon for a long time. And we were making a lot of money before it even got to those prices. So, like, it's just a double-edged sword for me. One day crypto's up. One day commodities are down. One day commodities are up. Crypto's down. One day they're both up. When they're both up, there's going to be a day when they're both up at the same time big. And I'm going to say, oh, my God. This is the way. This is how we truly beat the central banks, become our own central banks. Gold, silver, commodities, crypto, they all work hand in hand. But you do need gold and silver. You do need the physical bullion because it's the only money in the world that matters. You can call all this currency and all this other stuff. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm just saying. This paper shit. I got some paper shit. Where's it at? Got some paper garbage here. You know, this paper shit don't matter. But it's a monetary value anyhow. I'm not going to grab anything but one bill because I'm not flexing. This is trash. This is junk. My toilet paper is worth more than this junk. But because they give it value in the monetary system, you know, they make you believe it's something, you know. So once you understand the difference between that and real money, you can't be tricked anymore. You can't be tricked anymore. Once you know the difference between this junk, right? Here, look. Once you know the difference between this garbage and this beautiful, and not who's on it. It's the queen. But that's a 1 ounce silver bullion. That's a silver round. Is this the queen? Yeah, oh yeah, it's the queen, all right. But that's a 1 ounce silver round. That is money. This, maybe $20. That's 31 right now. When I bought this, it was 14. This was 14 when I bought it. This was 20 when I got it. It's not 20 anymore. I don't even know what it's worth now. It ain't worth 20. But this just keeps going up in value. This garbage they teach you in school. This isn't money. This is a note. This is actually a note. This is it's a unit of debt. This is a guarantee that they have to pay you back in gold. But now after they went off the gold standard, they don't have to do it. But it's still a unit of debt. You're holding an IOU from the government with this. With this, you don't know. They have an IOU from anything. This, if you understand, you're going to be well ahead. The people who say this doesn't matter, they don't understand. So, you know, we're running out of time to get it right, though, because eventually you're not even going to be able to buy the beautiful metal. I'm just telling you for what it is. You know, and eventually that time's going to happen before we even know it. So, Oh yeah, the silver Troy's up there for sure. It's got to be over 33 now. It's not that they give it value. It's that people are willing to take it as a medium of exchange for goods and services. But that's what gives it value. You're right though. They don't actually give it value. We give it value by actually using it. Debt is digital, and banks don't deal in cash money. No, and that's why Trump's the president in the USA. If you want to know the truth, because we're going digital, and he's the crypto president. So to make it easier on the people if we go digital. So that's what I got, everybody. I got to get going. It's been an honor and a privilege. We're watching to see if XRP can start pushing up here and break out of this consolidation. If you're looking for a position, this is a good one on a leverage, as far as if that's how you trade. But remember, if it breaks out of this uptrend, it busts that thought process, and then you got to rethink it. But it does look like we need to come back up and retest at least that cup and handle target. At least get rejected here and know that we're not going nowhere. So $1.16, could be a nice play here. So if it goes to $1.16, and here's the crazy part, guys. That's 5.78%, right? For anybody who bought it at $1.10. But when you buy at 35 cents, that's like 1/7 the move you need. Not even, that's like 1/6 and some change the move you need. We're talking about different prices here. Somebody who bought it at $1.10 and making 5% on that move. We make more than, we bought at 34 cents. That's different to us. That's a 4-cent move for us. You got 8 more times in that move, and then we're 1x. You do 8 more times in this, they made about 45% to our 1x. See, that's the difference about where you buy this. It seems so semantics, but it's not. It's very much a statistics game here. Very much an analytical game here. And the money says right now, a lot of people are expecting this market to break down. Look at the buzz right now. Even the guru sold all of his stuff today, and I couldn't believe it. All of it. All of his spot positions he did good on. All of it. And it's like, well, I understand that we want to sell at the first sign of trouble. But like, if you're looking at the market moving, wasn't this just like a gigantic bull flag that formed on everything in the beginning? And yeah, some things fell out. Maybe it will fall out. And maybe it was a good call. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like this was the time. And then while Bitcoin is for Bitcoin trade, Bitcoin ended up going up on them. So obviously that wasn't a great move from when it happened, because it ended up, I don't know. Last time he did this, last time he sold, it went from 80 something all the way up to 94, and he was riding it from like, he had a great buy and he sold it. I don't know why, but anyhow, but I don't know, because the market looks like it could go either way. It truly does. It truly does. We'll just see if that injection in capital helps. We'll see what their idea is, and we'll see if we get punched in the face or we start to feel pretty green here, if you know what I mean. So that's where I stand. But yeah, the escrow unlock, you don't have to worry yet. That's for the first. So remember, we usually get a nice little run leading into the escrow dump. So that's another thing. I feel like this has to be done before the dump. So that's another thing. So I expect them to have maximum potential here so that they'll get maximum money when they do the escrow dump. So thanks, everybody. I'm going to go check on Julie. It's been a privilege. It really, really has. An hour and 8 minutes. She's going to kill me. No.